Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the commentary of the Manchester and Arsenal match. First of all, a few insights about the match. Manchester United are unbeaten in their last 13 home league games against Arsenal since a 0-1 loss in September 2006. Secondly, it is important to note that Arsenal have won 2 of their last 3 Premier League games against Manchester United, as many as they had in their previous 15 against them. Indeed, Arsenal are unbeaten in their last 4 league games against Manchester United, last having a longer such run against them between 1989 and 1992, which is a total of 5 games. Thirdly, the insight that I would like to share with you is that Manchester United are unbeaten in their last 29 home league games against Arsenal in games in which they have scored, last losing when scoring at home to the Gunners back in November 1977, where the scores were 1-2. 4, Manchester United are winless in their 3 home league matches so far this season, last failing to win any of their first 4 at Old Trafford in 1972 and 1973. In fact, it is important to note that the Red Devils are winless in their last 5 league games at home, their longest such run since February 1990. 5, Arsenal have averaged just 8.8 shots per game and scored 1.3 goals per game in their Premier League in 2020-2021. It's their lowest shots per game average in a single PL campaign since 1997-1998. Well, when the data is available, you will notice that things are crazy. While this is their lowest goals per game average since 1995-1996. Ladies and gentlemen, Manchester United has not performed today, and its fans are mad about them. Many of the fans are crying, "Ole out, ole out, ole out." Mikel Arteta makes 10 changes from Arsenal's win over Dundalk, with El Neni the only man present in both lineups. It looks more like a back 4 here, as opposed to the usual 3-man defense that Arteta often opts for. That has been the arrangement in the match today. Despite performing well in midweek, there's still no room for Donny van de Beek in United's Premier League starting 11. Rashford, after grabbing a 18-minute hat-trick against Leipzig, starts up top with Greenwood, while MC Tominari comes in as a midfielder. Things are actually very tight at the Old Trafford Stadium, and you will be surprised that Arsenal's Kieran Tierney has been in action pool. There was a lovely chance on 15th minute where Bellerin reached the byline and fizzed a right-footed cross across goal towards the back post, where all Aubameyang had to do was to get a touch for a tap in, but he couldn't quite reach it, and so there was no score there. Ladies and gentlemen, at the break of halftime, it was very nice and happy to see Manchester's Paul Pogba in action with Arsenal's Rob Holding-Pool, but none of their trials and efforts bore fruit. At halftime, despite dominating large parts of their first half, Arsenal did not have anything to show for their efforts, as the sides were 0-0, that is at halftime. Arteta's men did create half chances through both Willian and Saka. However, down the other end, United we did argue that Greenwood easily could have opened the scoring for them. And now came second half on the 68th minute when a penalty was given to Arsenal. Pogba clipped the back of Bellerin's ankles as the fullback looked to get on the end of Williams' through ball towards the byline, and the referee Dean awarded Arsenal a penalty. On the 69th minute, barely a minute after, it was a goal. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 0. Aubameyang did the business from the spot, sending De Gea the wrong way as he placed his penalty into the right-hand corner of the goal to open the scoring. On the 71st minute, Greenwood was cautioned by Dean after flying into a late slide tackle on Lacazette on the edge of the Arsenal's area. Well, in the meantime, the United stand on his YouTube channel was mad and bellowing his heart out and saying that the Ole arrangement of players was out of place. He couldn't spare Ole at all. Some of the fans on his YouTube channel were also ranting and breathing fire. Some even told the United Stand presenter not to talk about him totally. And Maguire was booked for dissent after Cavani fouled Gabriel near the left-hand touchline during the extra minutes, which they were given for extra. Ladies and gentlemen, the Arsenal's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang did score a very nice penalty, and he did send the goalkeeper the wrong way. And after 4 minutes of extra time, full time, Arsenal did win by 1-0. The Manchester United fans were mad and they couldn't take it at all, because that is not what they expected. That is not what they wanted. And for them, it was a very, very bad evening because of the results of the match, which they did not at all expect, and they did not really anticipate, given that they were hoping that Ole will be able to use the right boys in the right way at the right time in order to be able to achieve what was wanted. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that was the match between Manchester United and Arsenal, because of all kinds of unexpected players who Ole did put inside the match and in the pitch. All was not well for them completely. And so, whether Ole is going to resign and step aside, or the fans are going to rant and breathe fire until he is made to step aside, is only a question of waiting and seeing, because it is crazy and the fans are mad. They did not expect this at all. It is important to note that Manchester United last failed to win any of their first 4 league matches at Old Trafford in 1972, 1973, where they finished 18th in that year. If truth be said, this was not a match to write home about for Manchester United. Possession, in terms of possession, Manchester United had 53%, while Arsenal had 47%. In terms of shots, Manchester United had 8 shots and Arsenal had 7 shots. In terms of shots on target, the two teams tallied at 2-2. In terms of corners, Manchester United had 6 corners and Arsenal had 3 corners. In terms of fouls, they also did tally at 12 fouls each. Was too much expected out of Ali? If you are Dele Alli and you know the manager is against you, you are already on edge, knowing that if you're not perfect, you're coming off at halftime. How are you supposed to perform like that? That is the question, the rhetorical question that everyone is asking. So without taking much of your time, thank you very much for tuning in our audio podcast. And I hope to talk to you soon again, and may you have a lovely evening. For the ones that are in Africa, please have a good night and take care, be safe. Until next time, I thank you. And as they say in Swahili, Lala Unono.